Speaking of kids this Thanksgiving, less and less kindergartners are getting the required vaccines. It's leading to a hotly contentious debate between some families, and as always, health officials urge you to get those vaccines, but not everyone is on board with the shots. Destiny Harris on your side at 6 with the reason for the exemptions.
According to the Virginia Department of Education, more than 85,000 kindergartners are enrolled in public schools. However, Virginia Department of Health says not that many are vaccinated. VDH says the southwest region of the state has the most vaccine exemptions. Here in Virginia, the CDC says as of fall of last year, the kindergarten vaccine exemption rate was 2.4%.
Now, 10 years ago in Virginia, the overall exemption rate for fall of 2013 was 1.20%. So we are definitely seeing an increase in exemptions, specifically in the religious exemptions.
Erica Hunter is with the immunization department with VDH. She says several factors and risks go hand in hand with exemptions.
And so that is going to compromise protection for the individuals that cannot receive vaccinations. The second factor, disease outbreaks can occur due to low vaccination rates, and that can lead to disruption in instruction and learning. And then the third factor would be unvaccinated students are more vulnerable to infectious diseases.
In the state of Virginia, there are two types of exemptions, the first being medical.
So these are granted when a healthcare provider feels that a vaccine poses a risk to an individual, and this could be due to a medical condition.
And the second, religious.
These are based on sincerely held religious beliefs that are contrary to vaccination. So documentation is also needed for religious exemptions. It has to be signed by the parent or guardian, but it also has to be notarized in order for it to be valid.
VDH says with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. being nominated as the next U.S. Health Secretary, discussions about vaccines will likely come up.
We will try our best to remain committed to providing accurate information on the critical role of vaccines. At this point, it's still early, so it makes it a little difficult to predict with certainty whether the leadership change might impact the exemption rates at all here in Virginia.
In the meantime, Hunter says it's important for parents to do their part at home.
You know, I like to tell parents that vaccines are like target practice. So, you know, you get the vaccine and it helps your body to practice in case, you know, your child comes into contact with the actual virus and it's ready to fight. So I just want to, you know, continue to encourage the, parents to, you know, educate yourself and make sure that, you know, you are doing the best to protect your children.
VDH says there are 5 vaccines required for kindergartners unless they get an exemption. Those vaccines are DTaP, polio, varicella, hepatitis A and B, and MMR. In Richmond, I'm Destiny Harris, 12 on your side.
Gotta be careful, Destiny.